It's Talk Point again on Lagos Television, and we're glad that you can also join us today. My name is Omololu Rosanwo. Today on Talk Point, we'll be looking at the role of political parties in democratic sustenance. Of course, it is very obvious that without political parties, democracy will not grow. And it is based on this that we have platforms at which people can contest on that. Today we'll be looking at that, and I have somebody to discuss that with me. I have James Adeshina. He's the chairman of the People's Redemption Party in Lagos State, and coincidentally, he's also the current public relations officer of the Interparty Advisory Council in Lagos State. James, nice to have you on Talk Point.
Yeah, it's nice to be here as well. It's been a while.
Yes, I know you've been here a couple of times. So yes, it's back. It's nice to having you. But you were here as the chairman of.
As chairman of IPAC.
But now you.
My former political
Party. Yeah. So you switch party now.
Yes, it's a movement. It's a movement. I moved to another party. So it's normal. It's also part of politics. Yeah.
Okay. So you are the current chairman, public relations officer of IPAC now.
IPAC,
yes. Okay. We'll be talking about that later. Let's look at political parties in democratic sustenance. I want us to look at what the roles of political parties are, because either we like it or not, they have certain roles to play. They're if I would put it, special purpose vehicles at which people can contest under, and that has to do with having democratic sustenance. What do you make of that?
Well, political parties are essential party in deepening democracy. So if you want to have a democracy, then there's need for us to have political platforms that people can join to participate in election, to be elected, and also to elect who leads them. So it's actually a beautiful thing for us to have for Nigeria to have a multi-party system, that encourages individuals to make a choice. Okay, I want to join this political party. I want to associate with this party, for me to maybe vie, to contest for a particular position, or I want to join this party for me to be able to support the candidate of my choice. So that is the beauty. The beauty of democracy is actually when we have a multi-party system, just like the one we are practicing here in Nigeria.
Yes, I recall that many years back, maybe 4, 5, 6 years back, we had about 91 political parties. It dropped to 80 something. But now, as we speak currently, we have like 22 political parties. Yes, before now, the Independent National Electoral Commission used to fund political parties. Maybe that explains why we had so much political parties. But now that political parties are self-funding and getting funds from well-meaning Nigerians and other people, now, how do you think this will help? Is it that they're going to have more spread, because this is also a factor against them spreading?
Well, we are already used to horse funding. Members are the ones responsible to fund political party. So we fund the party because members are supposed to pay their dues, to whatever political party that they belongs to. So, and it is on these dues, the maybe voluntary contributions from members of political parties that we are able to survive, right? So that is one way a political party, generates income. So since it's just, it's not a company really, it's just an association that people, join freely. And for the fact that we have lesser political parties now, reduced from 90 to about 21 or 22, it's not really something that we can say that allows other parties to actually spread. It's still the same thing, because other parties are still faced with the challenges of the electorate seeing us as minority. Meanwhile, we are not a minority. We are as big as the ruling party, but just that we have not been tested, and we have not been, let's say, choosing to lead, to lead the people and serve the people. That is why we seems to be, people are seeing us as being small. We are not actually small. And if you look at the challenges that the ADC party are currently facing now, the internal crisis, they have up to, I think, up to 16 or 18 court cases right now, so which, if care is not taken, may affect them from feeding candidates in this very election. So, and you also see that around last 2 weeks or so, I was interviewed by the News Agency of Nigeria, where I also advised those that may have interest in contesting to come to my political party, PRP, to come and, contest. So
why, let me ask you that question. Why should somebody come to PRP? Because the party may not be well known. Is it that there are certain things that you think you can offer people to come? Because from what you just said now, you said people think you are small parties, that you are not. Yeah. It also, the pedigree of the party is also a determinant factor if people want to join. So what are the things that you think your party has done that people should come and join?
Well, our party constitution is actually unique. I think the best from all other political parties in terms of a political party that is people-centric. Humanity is like our watchword in our party.
Are you saying that other political parties are not human-centric?
But not like PRP in terms of serving the people and in terms of keeping to our promises. If you look at this current party now, the ruling party, they promised Nigerians a whole lot. Even in their constitution, they have a lot of promises, but none of those promises were actually fulfilled. People are not really enjoying true democracy. So that was why I offered our platform, because politics is all about, is a game of numbers. So the more people, the more members you have in your party, the more chances you have in winning any election, right? So that is why I had to we usually make our doors open for outsiders to come. But of course, when they come in, they must follow our guidelines. They must follow our party constitution, right? For them to be able for them to be fully welcomed as a member of PRP. So we are open, and already at the national level, my national and that of ADC are already talking to see the possibility of having an alliance together to defeat the ruling party, because this has happened before. And the ruling party should not nurture the idea that they are going to remain the only dominant party in Nigeria. Because if PDP as of 2014, if Jonathan as an incumbent president could lose that election, it simply means that it can also, history usually repeats itself. So that can also happen again, because currently, as we have it now, a lot of Nigerians are not really happy with the policies of this present party, because it is the party constitution that actually determines if a government is going to make people happy, if people are going to if they are going to enjoy democracy or not. Because no president, no governor will actually get there and present his own manifesto. It is always a party manifesto first, because whoever that is contesting under a party is under the constitution of that party. So I will say that the constitution of the ruling party only favors the minority. It does not favor the majority of Nigerians, and that is why you see a lot of people are crying on the street because of hunger. And there's need for PRP, of course, which is my party, to present it serves as the solution, alternative, that if you are not looking at the APC government because you are tired of them, then we are available. And that is already working.
Okay, I'd like to take you up on that because if any APC party member or chairman comes here, what you are saying is what that person too will say. Now, what are the things you think you're going to make the difference on? Because as we speak, the APC too will tell you we have done this, we have done that, we have been able to take some people out of poverty despite the battered economy and things like that. But you are selling your own party to say, hey, they have not done this. And now you are also going ahead to say, I want our party is in talks with ADC. Is that not another room to further create litigation? Because they have not settled in the cases that are in, which you have also agreed. How come that this will now still come up?
Well, there are some certain things I cannot disclose here, but Nigerians are going to see them when they unfold. You know, politics is all about forming alliances, positive alliances, because what made the APC of today is a collaboration of other political parties, a merger. It was a merger that formed the APC from the CPC, the ABGA, the PDP, the ACN, and all of that formed the APC that we have here. So I'm looking forward having that towards the 2027 election, and that is going to happen any moment from now. It may not be a merger, it may just be an alliance that we all of us need to work together and support this particular candidacy, you know, under this particular platform. That may be what is going to likely happen. And already there are migrations. People are moving from the ruling party, from the northern part of Nigeria, moving to other political parties. That is currently happening. We are beginning to receive even members from other parties in PRP. The same way we are receiving other members from APC in PRP, other parties too are also receiving. And it's not only the case of APC. PDP, they are partially crashed. You know, they are not actually the PDP of those days. Even the Labour Party, with their performance as a 2023, they are not too impressive in this 2027 race. And most of their members are even already approaching us that they want to join the PRP because of our ideology and because of the fact that we are the oldest party. We're about 47 years old. The oldest party, we are older than APC, we are more experienced than the APC, we are more experienced than the PDP, and all of other parties combined. And we have vibrant youth, energetic leaders, you know, at the ends of affairs of the APC, of the PRP party, who are, of course, party and people-centric, you know. And internally, of course, there are bound to be internal issues within a political party. But a political party must have a mechanism, a system to settle internal issues such that it will not deny them from feeding candidates in a major election, such as the 2027 election. So in PRP, we do not have any internal issue. Nobody is dragging the national chairman of our party. You know, we are not in the courts for any negative reasons.
So you think the PRP has the chance?
Of course, we have the chance, and let me tell you this, we are set to win the 2027 election across the federation.
That's very interesting to hear that you are set to win the 2027 general election. Yes, the Nigerians will actually decide that. But looking at some of these things, we see the role of opposition. They are not vibrant enough. I used to remember when the PDP was in power. The APC was a formidable force. Moving from AC to ACN, now to APC, was a formidable force, checkmating the excesses of the then ruling PDP. Now the APC is ruling. Now, I do not see any force from the opposition. What I see, or what Nigerians see, are some people who just leave some parties and come together to another party, and they also, when they get there, they want to dominate the party, and they create crisis there, and it lingers. Now, your own PRP, you say you don't have crisis. But how do you hope to seal the political
All right,
waters?
all right. Thank you. We've done our state congresses, and I attended our national convention in Abuja, where we, of course, elected our NWC, in Abuja. So it simply means that if any other person, big figure, gladiator is coming into PRP, they are actually coming into PRP to work with PRP, to work with the elected executive of PRP across the state to ensure that we win the election together. Because as a party person, your main aim and objective is all about winning. So, for instance, if I have an interest in contesting in this election and I see that we have another candidate that is more prepared and have enough resources than me, then I should be able to step down. That is the ideology of PRP that we have followed. Now, coming to opposition not being the voice of the people, if you see that the kind of leverage that the PDP gave to the opposition of those days, the ACN of those days, this current APC are not even allowing opposition to even voice.
When you say
the opposition
allowing,
cannot breathe.
What do you mean?
Yes,
what do you mean? Is it that they have gone to their party?
Even in the media are being censored by this same government.
Can you explain that?
Of course, the media are being censored such that, look at one of their, someone in the government jokingly saying on a live, interview, saying he's going to shoot, if he has a means of shooting a particular journalist from the TV, that is going to do that. That is one example.
That is from an individual.
Yes, from an individual, but
that individual is not
even
the APC.
Under a government. Now,
yes.
let me tell you something. A lot of journalists are afraid to actually to speak things out. To
really?
Say things the way. A lot are afraid.
I am not afraid.
A lot are afraid. That's the truth.
We're not afraid.
And even the so-called, some of the opposition, some are even working for the ruling party. Not all opposition parties are actually working for the people. So you see, 2027 election is an election that will go beyond just political parties. It's not going to be the people, the ordinary people, right, and the government, the ordinary people and the ruling party. That is what is going to happen 2027. As at the time of Jonathan, it was the coalition of political parties against the PDP government. Now, 2027 is going to be the people and a party, a political party or group of political party against the ruling party, the APC and the government. So if you do your comparison, you'll see that power actually belongs to the people. The power does not reside in the hand of individual. Power is not in my hand. All of the people that we have elected to lead us, from the president to the governor, to the senator, to the House of Rep, to the councillor, to the chairman, they are all servants. They are meant to serve the people. Now, the role of political parties is to checkmate these people, to ensure that they are mismanaging the taxpayers' money, to ensure that they are keeping to their promises. But that is not happening because people are afraid to speak out.
Why are political parties afraid to speak out? Is it that they are gagging them? Is it that they are holding their mouth? Is it that they cannot hold press conferences? Is it that they cannot issue press releases? Because I need to know.
Okay, now let me just give you likely reasons. Although in PRP we have always been voicing out, we have always been talking. I'm also here talking, right? At the national level, our national chairman from all other leaders are also talking. Yeah. They are telling the government what they need to do. When they do things right, they will tell them they have done things right. Look at the issue of insecurity. Look at the bloodshed every blessed day. A government that really cares for the people should even forget about 2027 election and focus on ensuring that the insecurity is being, taken care of. But that is not happening. This party is actually focused on how are we going to silence every other opposition party and ensure that we remain the only dominant party. If you look at the statistics, you see that majority of the governors are now in the APC, and the senators, the House of Rep member, they are in the APC because they are also hungry. They don't have money.
Your
Poverty is the cause of it.
Your time of hungry,
Yes.
you have to define it.
No, they don't have money. They don't have money to run their
I
state.
know that.
So they have to join them.
Yeah, but I know that when parties are doing well, when people see some things in some parties, they tend to shift. I'm looking at how opposition parties can actually give the ruling party a run for the 2027 election.
Well,
and if you look at the permutations, you see that the ruling party has 30 governors. If you have 30 governors and you have people in that light, how do you hope to make that change or the difference that you say you want to give to Nigerians as we round up?
Yeah, good. Those 30 governors are all failures. And some of them...
That's a personal opinion?
Yes, of course.
That's your personal opinion.
And some of them are going to be leaving the APC or work against the APC. The APC should just watch out for that. They are going to work for us. And that is going to happen. And why majority of them move to the APC is because they do not have money, to actually run their state. So they needed that federal might, that federal connection. That was why majority of them move. And these governors are just individual. The people in their state, are they happy with the ruling party? That's the question you need to ask. Will the people in their state vote for the ruling party? Because there's hungry everywhere. Nigerians are hungry due to several reasons, and because the senators, the lawmakers, the government do not have policies that will create prosperity in the land. It is when the people prosper that they will be happy, that they will be less hungry in the land, and all of this will contribute to them losing the 2027 election to opposition party.
Okay, well, if that will happen, time will tell. I know that's your own personal opinion. Yeah. Nigerians have the right to vote for any candidate of their choice. I want to thank you so much, James Adesina, the chairman of the People's Redemption Party, for coming on Talk Point.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Yes, on that note, we have come to the end of Talk Point. 767 and 112 are still the lines to always call in times of emergency. Stay out of trouble. Ensure that you do what is right to make Nigeria and also Lagos and other states a better place to live in. I leave that for now. I will see you some other time. Bye-bye.